Hello Taurus, and welcome to your general reading. If you just found my channel, welcome and thank you for being here.
Ooh, maybe some of you are hiring a dating service. I saw professional assistants. Okay, let's see what we've got for you. I'm kind of kidding, but maybe not. Taurus, what does Spirit have for you regarding this energy? Okay, I heard one more time. Oh boy. Bottom of the deck, anxiety. Uh-oh, are you worried about something? All right, let's take a look at what we have here. Strategy, the Sun, storm warning, the Garden and the Gate, kindred partnership. I'm feeling like you're playing it really cool, or somebody's playing it really cool and is a little bit blown away when someone happens upon their path who ends up being like a really strong soulmate. It might even be a little unnerving. And if you're stepping out of a comfort zone, or someone's stepping out of theirs by considering, you, it could be. This strategy to me feels like, well, I've always done this and it's always worked. Or maybe it hasn't always worked, and so I need to rethink that. I feel like with this strategy energy, there's a need to always be in control or have the upper hand so things don't go haywire. And part of being able to love authentically, if that's what this is about, is to completely let your hair down, let your guard down. And I think it's about not having any strategy at all. And I feel like something comes in and sort of upends that. I mean, if we're talking about dating or choosing someone, the strategy is shifting, and maybe it shifts into this really beautiful new beginning with someone. Does it mean that you sort of let go of the ideas you had about the type of person you choose, or the type of person, the person who's choosing you chooses? All right, so let's take a look at, I want to look at you, but I want to look at your choices. Okay, let's take a look at your energy in this scenario, Taurus. Justice. You might have recently been through a divorce or separation. That could be one of the people you're looking to connect with. I also saw Aries, Libra, Aries. Okay, let's see what we've got. Your energy, Taurus, what's going on in this situation? I just heard throw it all out the window. Throw it all out the window. I don't know if someone sees through like a facade, like, oh, you don't need to have the air of whatever, or be guarded or protected, or protective. I'm not going to hurt you. I don't know what I'm getting, but I'm feeling the energy of the need for authenticity, the need for vulnerability. And that might be not a comfortable place for somebody. Taurus's energy. Let's get more on the table, please. Okay. The Queen of Wands. This is someone who's alluring, attractive, fire energy. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. I'm feeling a very measured approach in how you communicate or what you put out there. And at the same time, maybe what you're hoping for is someone who is not like all the rest or is very, very different. And I feel like you're discovering that about someone, or again, could be someone discovering that about you. Like beneath the surface is, yeah, there's something you're discovering and you like it. You like it. Okay, so what I see here is that there's a refreshing energy around whatever you've picked up on, whatever you've learned. And it seems to me that while you're still kind of getting to know someone and you're seeing what energy comes back to you within this partnership, this relationship, you know, a budding romance. And it's sidebar, it is important to make sure that whatever relationship you're open to feels reciprocal. Like there's equal sharing. I don't know, it could be as silly as picking up the tab. Who makes first contact? Is there, you know, one person plans one week, the other week? I don't know, but it feels to me like it's different from before, and maybe it does require a little less rigidity. You might meet someone who's like super take charge, and that's way out of your comfort zone. But I think there's something refreshing about this that you're being guided to just kind of go with. Okay, so let's take a look at this communication. And I feel like someone does need to say something. My throat's closing. 8 of Wands. What is it that needs to be said? Temperance. Maybe this is an energy of, hey, you know, can we take it slow? It could be that you're connecting with a Sag. We have fire. 8 of Wands, temperance. The moon in reverse. I think this is some really deep emotional sharing, letting go of the fear and anxiety surrounding being totally, I'm just getting totally open. You know, it's clarifying communication. What is put on the table, what someone learns about you, what you learn about them, taking your time. Maybe the rate at which you jump into a relationship or something like that is a little worrisome and you want to go really slowly. Maybe you're connecting to another earth sign, or that could be you. All right, what is the Page of Pentacles? I feel like this is what you're finding out or what you want to find out about the person you're connecting to. The 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. This could have something to do about with family. It could have something to do about their financial state. Stability could be. The 3 of Wands. When you connect, you may find that you have some shared dreams. This person might have some long-term goals. They're focused on that. Maybe it's something to do with the work they do, but it doesn't have to be. The Page of Cups. They may have a child. You may find out about their children. I feel like there is something admirable about this person, and again, this can be all vice versa. They may look at you, Taurus, as, wow, like you're the whole package. Have you maybe turned someone serious, and maybe that was not their strategy before? Are they looking at you as someone who's a really good match, a good partner, but you're a little out of their comfort zone? All right, let's look at the 6 of Pentacles. 2. The Hanged Man, the 4 of Wands. what I'm getting here is that if this is someone who doesn't live near you, you're maybe looking at, could we compromise on how often we see each other? There could be something about home. You might be looking at this from a purely, maybe not purely, but from a practical perspective, like, wow, we're just nowhere near each other. It could be raising some questions or choices that maybe you're trying to figure out. Like, there's enough here to start this, but is there, practically speaking, is this the kind of relationship I want to make some sacrifices to keep going? Let's look at the Nine of Cups. Wow. All right. Interesting. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Star in reverse. Now, there's the Queen of Wands again. I don't know if there's something about either the past that you regret, that you're thinking, I don't know if this is something I want to invest in. It doesn't look promising, but you're really having to rethink that. If they're thinking that, they might have been through a tough breakup. I'm kind of going with, or feeling like going with this, take it slow and see where it goes energy. You're digging in, you're learning about each other, you're finding out more. What does Spirit want to say about whoever you're choosing? What is this connection? Taurus and this person. What do you need to know about the energy in your connection? Is this a good match? Wow, so far, holy cow. Okay, oh my, I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck in a moment because it's really something. Okay. Soulmate. You have found your romantic counterpart. Physical connection, and I'm going to be honest, it came out in reverse. You may wonder if you're being friend-zoned, I don't know, or you're taking it really slowly. Love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. And then we have proposal. Your romance is about to evolve and level up. Bottom of the deck, life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. I don't know who's feeling like this is maybe different from others. This is a little bit out of one's comfort zone, but I think there's a profound realization happening. And maybe you meet this person and they completely take you by surprise. Let's take a look at what are their intentions. True intentions. If that's what you need to get to the bottom of to understand if this is worth it, let's go there. Okay. Ooh. Interesting cards. Wow. Now, feels like there's some history. It definitely feels like there's history. Okay. We have foolish. They feel like a fool for crossing the line and messing up the connection, but too embarrassed to come forward. Divine truth. We are helping this connection evolve to see things as they really are and bring to light all that has been hidden. Gesture. You can expect some kind of gesture to help strengthen your connection. Give them a chance to prove themselves. Fairy tale. They think this kind of love only happens in fairy tale stories because to them, you're too perfect to believe it's true. And then we have broken. They feel broken inside and don't feel stable enough to trust themselves with your heart at this time. Be patient. I don't know what happened, but clearly this is someone who is maybe entering the dating scene again. Now, if this person doesn't want to do anything foolish, they may be trying to play their cards so carefully that their authenticity isn't coming through. If you know this person and this person has been through something really difficult, take it slowly with them. Let them heal. They may not have a whole lot of faith in love. Maybe you change their mind. Where is this headed? Where is this headed? Yeah, I want to look at the tarot. Where is this relationship headed, Spirit? The Tower, the Emperor, bottom of the deck, the Star. I think this is a surprise, and that's why we see storm warning. It's like, oh my, anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety. Okay, what's going to happen? The King of Swords. There's that strategic energy. The Ace of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Pentacles. It feels to me like someone in this scenario is rigid. And I feel like the basis of what could be the concern is maybe, should I be looking elsewhere? Is what I'm after somewhere else? Is there enough here that I can invest in it long term? And I feel like on one hand, there is this desire to give it a shot. And on the other hand, there is a desire to be very cautious about it, or take it so slowly that you don't jump in and then you can't back out of it. You know what I mean? Somebody has to say something here. Let's take a look at the messages from the heart deck. Can you give us a message that needs to be shared, that is going to tell Taurus where this is headed? Please make time for me. Oh, wow. Bottom of the deck, my ex and I are just friends. I want to restore your faith in me. I have unresolved feelings I need to work through. They could have a messy divorce situation or ex-partner situation. Okay, two more came out. I have an addiction. I'm overwhelmed with obligations. Now, this could be anything. This could be overthinking. This could be an unhealthy coping mechanism. Bottom of the deck, I've met someone else and if there is someone coming back into your life, you have to perhaps look deeply into the layers of who this person is, especially if they've had, another relationship or time has passed. I'm now looking at this garden and the gate as a real reluctance. And trust that, whoever that's for, trust it. There has to be something that draws you in slowly and surely, and there can't be any secrets. So, very interesting reading. Okay, I'm hearing message delivered. So, when is this going to transpire, Spirit? Timing card? There might be multiple candidates. Mitigate distraction. honesty within 3 months. Bottom of the deck, unhappy without you. For some of you, this is an ex. So there you go.